Good morning, everybody. Happy One Yard Wednesday. Welcome to One Yard Wednesday, the special Christmas show or holiday show. If you aren't celebrating Christmas and you're celebrating winter or another holiday, we have some really fun winter holiday ideas for you. I'm Colleen from GEDesigns, and producing today is Mr. GP. He does such a great job. I'm very grateful that he's here and grateful that you're here. Thanks for saying hey and where you're from. We always love that. And he follows the comments, so if you've got a question about anything, jump in as well. Just a reminder that all of the sale prices for these products will be live after the show. So sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Gudrun talked about some additional items that will be at sale prices on Friday, so it'll be really worth watching some of your favorite holiday-themed items for sure today and throughout this weekend, including Cyber Monday. So the question is, and I think we might have asked this in another show, but I wanted to pose it again because it's a great jumping off point. What is your favorite handmade gift item to give or receive? Because I've got a handful of things that I think are really fun and quick, and I will certainly be making some of these as gifts for my receivers this year. I actually do love making handmade items. So shall we go ahead and look at the fabrics? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first item on our list is actually a kit, and it's called Tea Time Peppermint Parlor Kit, and it includes this pattern and all of this fabric and this really beautiful panel. So I'm just going to lay some of these fabrics out here, and I'll show you the Tea Time table runners and some alternate ideas of what you might do with this in just a few minutes. So this is the Tea Time, yes, thank you. Tea Time Peppermint Parlor Kit is the first item. And I love these images. I particularly love them because they are winter and not tied to any specific holiday. So these can be great gifts, and also beautiful because they'll last more than just December 25th, if that's the holiday you're celebrating. Next up is a different collection. This is from the downhill, the Nordic line of fabric. This is called Downhill Skiers Gray. So look at all those cute little skiers flying around there. There's a guy on a snowboard there, Geesley, Mr. GP. Oh, gee whiz, now I owe him $1. So much fun. Also in this Alpine collection is the Alpine panel. And the Alpine panel includes 6 large images, and I'll show you a fun idea for using those. And they are each unique, but also really, really cute. The third item in the Alpine collection is skiers on a white background. So this is a really fun fabric as well. It's got the swoosh marks in the snow and the skiers and the snowboarders heading down the hill. And these items together will make a whole lot of fun gifts. So I'll show you that in just a second. And then our third line, we've got 3 lines of fabrics today. Our third line is this really fun stockings. This is Baby It's Gnomes Outside, Bigo, Baby It's Gnomes Outside stockings. Really cute, tossed so it's not directional, fun, snowflakes in the background and candy canes, and so much fun. And to complement the stockings, I pulled in a Color Club green, which is called Sparkles Lime, and I love how this looks. I love how this brightens up the stockings and just gives us something really special and bright to look at. So look at that awesome holiday fabric collection. I love it. I'm just going to stand here and look at it no, I won't stand here and look at it for a while. So you're probably wondering, what could we do with this collection? What could we do with all these collections? So let me show you that. First of all, let's look at the tree time placemats. Now, this bundle will make 8 of these tree time placemats, and they're really fun. It's quilt as you go, so once these are done, that they're finished, put some binding on it and ready to use or gift. It's got our favorite quilt as you go batting that it does not come with the kit, but I'll show you that before we close. So again, really excellent price on this kit, and it would make 8 of these if you liked this tree time pattern. The pattern comes in the kit. So all the fabric makes 8, includes the pattern. That's a really fun deal. So that's the first idea for that tree time, and I keep wanting to call it tea time, and that's the wrong season. So there's tea time. A second idea is what I call my improv placemats. So I think I'll move this one so we can see these better. So my improv placemats are really fun because it's improv. It's just design as you go. So I used the same quilt as you go concept as tree time, fused my batting to my backing, and cut that to size. Then I picked out the image that I wanted to focus on, and I laid that off to the side, kind of at an angle. I think it's just really fun and playful. When I have a little image like this, I try and keep it to 1/3 of the whole, or at least left of center on my placemat, because I just think that balance is visually appealing. So what I did here is I took one of the images, and think about your log cabin blocks. I added a green over here, and then I added the stripe here and the red here, and then I added the green all along that angle so I could add the background as well. So I'm going to try and get a little video done showing you how to do this today. Does the tree time kit include the backing also? Absolutely. It's got this great big, I should have measured the yardage of this, but the tree time kit includes everything except the batting to make the 8 placemats that I just showed you. And of course you could do this as well. So here was my first one where I put the candy canes on top, and this one I did the candy canes on the bottom just because I like being playful. I like doing something different. And yet these would be beautiful together as a gift. So these are my improv placemats. Also in the tree time kit, I decided to make a couple of mug rugs. So this is something, you've been invited to a Christmas party tonight and you need some gifts. You could pull these out and get 4 or 8 of these done in very little time. So again, I chose an image that's appealing, super cute. I really love the stripe, diagonal stripe. I really love the candy canes. So I used the backing that was the same backing that I just showed you, layered my little bit of quilt as you go batting, the Bozo batting. I could have done an insole right here, and it would have been more of a trivet. That would be great too. And then I bound it. I bound each of these with the same fabric that's the accent fabric. So how cute and playful are these? Put these in a basket with a couple of mugs, some peppermints, some hot chocolate mix, and you are ready to give a hostess gift that will just be beautiful. Next up are the gifts that I made using the Alpine panel and the skiers. So for the Alpine panel, I did do a trivet. So this has one layer of batting and 1 layer of Insulbright. And we have Insulbright available by the yard at GEquiltdesigns.com. For this one, I sewed these wrong sides together, and then I bound it. And then I went in and did the quilting because I really love the quilting going through all the layers. I think that gives this trivet so much dimension. But again, there's no wrong way to do these. The images are fun and they're super cute. The second trivet I did, I used the method where I put right sides together. So I did my quilting right sides together, and then actually I did quilt this tree because I thought it needed a little something texture-wise in the center of this. So this one is the right sides together method, and then this one is using binding. Both are really cute. They would be great together or separately, and so much fun. The Alpine panel has 6 images in it. These are just 2 of them. So, and last but, oh, do I have a question? How wide is your binding finished? My finished binding is, let's see, it's right around, 3/8 of an inch, I would say. I start with 2 1/4 inches. I sew it onto the back, and then I bring it around to the front, and I top stitch it. Thank you for saying it looks nice. I know people who can get in the ditch, and so the stitching line is on the other side, but I'm not that talented or patient, so I just decided, and we love this method at GE, we'll do the top stitch, and if that looks nice and finished, then we'll love it. So thanks for asking. So those are the Alpine project. Oh, no. I've got 2 more Alpine projects. Sorry. They are the GE napkins. These are the GE Easy napkins, and how cute are these? Now these are great napkins, and they would also be great basket liners. That's what we're going to be doing in the classroom on Friday. So I could put this in my basket, put a couple of these items in there, some candies, some cookies, and how fun are these really good napkins. So the napkin pattern is GE Easy napkins, and they are free at GEquiltdesigns.com. We'll definitely put links to that in the blog. All right, so what did we do with the stockings? You're probably wondering that, aren't you, Mr. Geesley, producer, Mr. GP? Sorry. Okay, so for the stockings, I decided to make a bowl cozy. So you've seen the bowl cozy before. It is the we use pre-cut batting in this particular example, and I just love how this look, and actually I love this even more because it is reversible. So I could put a clear dish in here and put candies in here and still see my my stockings. So fun. And then this is a new product for us. This is the batting that is the 9x13 pan. Now the bowl cozy is 100% cotton batting and can go in your microwave. Okay, there are instructions on there. The casserole caddy, the casserole liner, has Insulbright in it. So it cannot go in your microwave. It's that aluminum, so it's going to be a great insulator. You can put something hot in here and put it right on your table, but you cannot put this in your microwave. Now, I didn't bring the 9x13 pan, but I found a great item in our very own GE kitchen, and this would be a beautiful cookie tray. This would be a great charcuterie board, cheese and crackers and nuts and candies with this clear plastic tray and these really fun stockings. Or, like I said, it would be fun this way too, depending on the color that you're after. You can match your casserole dish to your food. How fun. If I were going to use this exclusively with a 9x13 pan, I might take one more tuck in this so that it stands up a little bit more. But I have one of these at home. I use it all the time, and it's super fun. You can see that I did the crosshatch quilting on both sides, and you do those separately. So I got the green crosshatch on this one and the dark gray crosshatch on this side. And then you sew them. You sew the darts and then sew the whole thing right side together and top stitch. And you've got a great pair for your holiday table. Wow. So guess what? I have a notion. So I have all kinds of notions when I get into the classroom and I've got all this fabric and all kinds of fun things to do. I'm full of ideas. But the notion I have today is one of my favorites, and I'm sharing that with you. It is the Schmetz Super Non-Stick Needle. So these are universal sewing machine needles, and they're Teflon. And when I'm going through a lot of layers and I'm going through maybe something that's got a fusible on it, I love this. I love this line of needles. When I change from a regular needle to this needle, I can hear it in my machine. It's not as loud as it goes through the fabric. So I feel like it's good for my fabric. It's good for my project. It's probably good for my machine too, because my machine's not having to push so hard as it goes through lots of layers. So this is the 80-12 size. This is the size I use unless I'm going through lots and lots of layers. This is the one I use all the time for projects like the one I've just showed you. So grab yourself the Schmetz Super Non-Stick needles. Should we talk about the quilt behind me? The quilt behind me is a kit that will be on sale coming up. It is called Happy Holiday, I think, Happy Holidays. And it's the She Shed line of fabric. And this is another awesome kit. And you can see, because of the big blocks and the big panel images, it will go together great. It's also another one of those kits that you could disassemble and use the images for all kinds of fun things like we've talked about today. So should we take a look at the fabric one more time? Again, if you have this collection in your hands, you can make a lot of fun gifts for your own table or the table of your friends and family you're visiting. Up first is this green Sparkles Lime. I love the festive look of it, and I love the bright. We have a lot of dark greens, but this one just really gives me a lot of punch in contrast to my fun stockings, which have candy canes and holly and gray stockings and red and green. I love the Baby It's Gnomes Outside stockings. Next up are the skiers. This is Downhill Skiers White, and they're slaloming and skiing, and that's my only ski word, so I used up all of my descriptors for skiing, except for snowboard. So there you go. Alpine ski panel is the next thing, and these are really wonderful images. And again, they're not tied to a holiday or a more of a religious tradition. They're a winter panel, so I would love these on my table. They're super pretty. I actually have someone in my family who decorates in silvers and grays and reds, and so these would be perfect gift for her. And then the skiers on the gray background, and so that gives us such a pretty contrast, whether we're doing trivets or napkins or whatever we might be doing. Then up, this whole kit. This is the Tree Time Peppermint Parlor kit, and it will make 8 of these placemats, and it'll make a whole kit and caboodle of other kinds of things, and like I said, including my improv placemats or my improv mug rugs, whatever your pleasure is in what you would like to make. These are some great ideas. Fun, fun, fun. So my notion today is the super nonstick needles. Grab grab 2 of these and put one by your sewing machine and put one where you keep your tools in case you run out, because this is my only needle that I use at home. The pattern that I wanted to really give a shout out to is Tree Time placemats. Quilt as you go, so much fun. And like I said, this kit will make 8 of those. So fun. And the kit behind me is also coming up on a great sale price on Friday, so don't miss out on the Happy Holidays quilt, which is a great quilt as well. And did I have something else on my list, Mr. GP? He's saying no, we covered it all. So I'm eager to look at your comments and see what you all think were great gifts. I love giving items for the home and for the table. So you know, a little splash of color is always going to be really, really, really fun. So that's our show for today, our big Christmas One Yard Wednesday show. We'll have all these products on our Facebook page, of course, as well as in our blog, GEQuiltDesigns.com. I am going to see if I can get a producer to do a little video with me on this improv placemat. It's so easy and fun, but sometimes doing something just without any structure is a little overwhelming if you're new to that. So I'm Colleen from GE Designs. Grab yourself a Christmas or holiday project, get your hands busy and do something wonderful. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Mr. GP. We'll see you next Wednesday, and have a happy Thanksgiving if that's your tradition tomorrow, and we look forward to seeing you next week.